A former Minister of Information and veteran journalist, Prince Tony Momoh, has died. He passed on after an undisclosed illness at the age of 81.
His death, he was a member of the governing All Progressive Congress, having as national chairman of the defunct Congress for Progressive Change (CPC) contributed to the merger of the parties that formed the APC. He will be remembered as a veteran journalist. Momoh started his journalism career as a sub-editor at the Daily Times in October 1962, rising through the ranks to become editor, deputy general manager and general manager from June 1984 to September 1986. He was appointed Minister of Information and Culture by the Ibrahim Babangida administration and served in that capacity until 1990. In journalism, he will be remembered for his 1981 legal battle with the Senate, which summoned him for contempt. He successfully argued that as a journalist, he was empowered by the Constitution to hold the government accountable at all times and has the right to refuse to disclose the source of information. However, it was during his tenure as Information Minister that Newswatch editor Dele Giwa was killed by a parcel bomb in October 1986. At first, Momoh pledged that there would be a government probe of the incident, but later backed down, saying a special probe would serve no useful purpose. On the political front, Momoh was director of the Alex Ekwueme Presidential Campaign Organization in 1999, chairman, media and publicity of the All Nigeria People's Party Campaign Organization in the 2003 and 2007 elections. In January 2011, Momoh was appointed chairman of the Congress for the Progressive Change in the lead-up to the April 2011 national elections. On his 80th birthday in 2019, President Buhari extolled his virtues, saying, "The former minister's sacrifice for the growth of democracy and journalism in Nigeria will be remembered by posterity." Prince Tony Momoh was the 165th child of King Momoh I of Auchi in Edo State.
So, Rise News analyst MAHMUD JEGA joins us to take a look at the life and times of Tony Momoh. Good evening and welcome to Newsnight.
Good evening.
And the man, a personality that there are so many words to use in describing him. 81, almost 82, 51st or 52nd in the list.
165th child of 257 children. Now that's a matter for another day. Don't allow it, get in the way of this.
So it just shows that he belongs to a really large family, and that means that he must have gained something from the size of the family in terms of his interaction and engagement in the bigger world outside of the family.
Certainly, the Momoh family is one of the most prominent families in Nigeria. It has produced a lot of professionals in all fields, apart from the Otarus of Auchi. So it's not very surprising to see that Chief Momoh rose to become one of the most prominent journalists in Nigeria.
And he's been described as a champion. As a matter of fact, President Buhari described him as a man whose brand of loyalty was totally incomparable. It's rare in today's politics.
It is true. He was very loyal to the administrations that he served as information minister and also in his later career as a politician. But he had a fairly difficult tenure as information minister because the Babangida administration under which he served pursued many controversial socio-economic and political programs, such as the structural adjustment program, the second tier foreign exchange market, increase in fuel prices, not to mention the protracted political transition program. And as information minister, Chief Tony Momoh had the difficult task of explaining and defending all those policies, and he did so through his letter to my countryman, which itself became controversial in Nigeria. But certainly he was a journalistic titan, and he also combined the knowledge of journalism and law, which was why in later years we were inviting him to teach us media law, of which he was a main authority.
Yes. Of course, he was an unrepentant advocate of restructuring too. Hopefully that's something people in government will begin to look at very seriously. Thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight.